Hi, here is Laptop Tea. Are you focusing on our SoundCloud? We have posted our voice every week to recommend to you those movies and shows that we think it is interesting. And this is our SoundCloud.
Hello guys, so this is Aisha from Laptop's Tea again. So today
Also, thanks for your pulling to give us know what movie or shows you interest more. And please continue to put it next time on Instagram and Twitter. We also use the animal to represent ourselves.
Now, let's talk about the changes we made. To start off, we asked ourselves, how do we showcase and promote our podcast? Initially, we decided to open Lepopti in multiple platforms, such as Instagram and Twitter for polls, promotion, and interactions with our fellow audiences, YouTube and Spotify for content. However, along the way, we found some issues with the chosen platforms. We thought, what platform would be better than YouTube? Firstly, although YouTube is a video sharing platform where more than 1 billion monthly users collectively watching more than 1 billion hours a day, we thought we could incorporate our 10-minute podcast along with moving animations of ourselves. But it seemed to be very dull and tedious, while the main focus is the content in the podcast that you hear physically, not what you see visually. We then decided to switch to Spotify as they allow users to broadcast their podcasts on their platform. However, it isn't free. Upon discussion, we decided to dismiss that idea. So how did we solve it? Ever heard of SoundCloud? SoundCloud is an online audio distribution platform and music sharing website, and that was perfect for us. Switching to SoundCloud helped us focus more on our audio content and saves us time from making visual videos, as that isn't our main focus in the first place. And instead, we cut down our podcast to 3 to 5 minutes each, which is convenient for university students and people who are on the go, as we understand that time is valuable. And plus, it's free.
as for our utility, in the beginning to the middle of our project, our group was perplexed that our utility was remaining unclear, that we're really lost, that we couldn't find our actual utility. We were coming through a hard time. At the starting point, we suggested that our utility was sharing celebrities' gossip through a podcast to our classmates to listen while they were having their rest time. Then we produced our first episode, which was about the Squid Game. But then it was criticized that our product was irrelevant to our original utility, that we were more tended to be reviewing a drama than gossiping the celebrities. Then we resorted to talk about movies, TV dramas, but still our utility was remaining unclear. It was really frustrating. Then we discovered that our utility is actually recommending. How do we figure it out is that in the following episode after the first one, we tended to do a summary for our show, which is selected by our audience and recommended. Additionally, talking about the background information, either about the actor or actress, him or herself in the real life, or the character inside the show, how they're acting, what their character is. In this process, we found out that our utility is recommending our classmate to watch the show we talked about in our podcast, as we keep saying in the episode that it is worth watching. You really need to watch it or you will be regret. Owing to the different reasons, therefore we could firmly say that our utility now is recommending our classmate to watch the show that we recommended. For our podcast, and taking one of the episode as an example, like my name, Ines talk about the plot of the TV show. Then the second part, she talks about the actress in the real life. Regarding to this as an example, our group utility is recommending.
Okay, so for our user engagement, we use Instagram for promotion and polls. So for our Instagram, when we made our Instagram, we had only like 15 followers, and then we increased it to 30 and then 60, but now we have 113 followers. We use Instagram for polls and promotions. So we use it for polls so our followers can vote for the movie that they want us to talk about, and then there's also a review box so people can leave the movie review or any other feedback that they want to give it to us. So we also receive comments from many followers, and the comments are like they appreciate our post and then they loved our podcast. So when we make a post on Instagram, we will surely use hashtags so our account can reach to many peoples and we can gain more popularity. So for our Instagram page, we first posted about our Lab Popsi's aim and our logo so people can know what we are going to do. After that, we have posted our characters with a caption that describes us. And lastly, when we post posters on Instagram, we'll make sure that there is a small character emoji so people can know who's the speaker. We also use Twitter for polls and promotion. For Twitter, we will just post so people can select the movie that they want us to talk about, and then later on we will do some promotion there so people can know that there is a upcoming podcast soon. So we use SoundCloud to post our podcasts, and when we post our podcasts, we'll make sure there is a poster and the recording so people can know what we are talking about. And also when we post the posters, we will write a little caption so people can know what is in the podcast and who is the speaker. Yes, so this is for our user engagements. So now Osman will talk more about user engagements. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's me Usman, and I'll be talking about polls and feedback. And so let's talk about why polls are good. So social media polls work well when seeking timely feedback or any audience input. And we can understand what our audience likes to watch. And the plus thing is that it is super cost effective because it does not cost a dime to upload on Twitter or IG, which we mainly do. And as well as we can know what the majority of our audience wants to watch and what they don't like to watch. So we basically just put it on IG, and at first we'll give our viewers a choice, for example, Big Bang Theory versus How I Met Your Mother. And our audience will get to pick which one they like more, and that will be featured in our next podcast. And whichever is not will be just eliminated.